Hi everyone, it's Meredith with Soul Navigation, and tonight we are going to have so much fun. Welcome to my Sexy Seduction Series all about Scorpio. Tonight we are going to learn about how to seduce a Scorpio. By the way, it's no easy task. So if you're good at this, you can do anything. Learn all about who I am in the notes section below. I've been doing astrology for over 23 years. I absolutely love it, and I've been stepping into the passion of teaching you more about the deeper truths of astrology. I'm a myth buster. I love authentic, deep astrology. I love helping you peel the onion down to the core of the truth. So we are going to dive in and have so much fun. In this video, I'm going to teach you the top 10 ways you can completely seduce and win over your Scorpio. I'm going to teach you how to lure them into your bed and how to keep them forever sexually and romantically satisfied with you. I'm going to teach you how you can turn them on so they absolutely want to ravish you and lose themselves in you and drink you into the depths of their soul, because that's where they actually live. If you've lost your passion in your marriage or with your Scorpio love, or if you've got a crush and you're just dying for your crush to be with you, you can do these top 10 seduction techniques. They're deep, they're on the deeper plane, and they're for real. These are only for Scorpio, and don't try them on other signs because they just can't handle it. If your love has a Scorpio sun sign, a moon sign, a Venus sign, a rising sign, or has Scorpio in Mars, this video is for you. So first, you need to know when we are sexually expressed and sexually empowered, and when we are in our sexual glory, we are coming from our Mars sign. So if you are a Scorpio and you can relate to this, I wonder if you also have your Mars in Scorpio. But if you're a Taurus and you can relate to this, see if you have your Mars in Scorpio. What I want you to do is I want you to watch in this series, my Sexy Seduction Series. I want you to go watch about your sun sign. And I also want you to go watch the video about your Mars sign. And me personally, I relate sexually and through my sexual expression through my Mars sign. Far, far, far more than my sun sign. But when you take the sun sign and the Mars sign and you mix it together, you get the true total seduction concoction. That's the tonic. That's the ticket. Okay, so first, let's go dive in. First, you have to understand that Scorpio comes with intensity and stealth psychological power. Please know that. They are going to initiate the game of mental martial arts, and they incarnated with a PhD in psychological warfare. Does this sound fun? Are we having fun yet? So I do reveal my very best Scorpio tip at the end. It's number 10. Don't fast forward because you need them all to win your Scorpio over. But what you need to know is if you can't bring a cool intensity to the relationship, kind of a slow simmer or a slow cool, then this is not your person. So I'm going to give you the top 10 techniques to keep your Scorpio satisfied. And if you can do them, I'm pretty confident you can keep your Scorpio coming back for more, which, by the way, if you in fact can do that, you deserve the Nobel Prize for the best human ever. This is a challenging sign, right? Scorpios are not easy. They're not easy to have, they're not easy to get, and they're not easy to keep. So if you get a good one, hold on tight to them. So hopefully by now you know my personality, and I'm very tongue-in-cheek, but I'm also real, truthful, and authentic. So some of this is just funny And as I said, tongue in cheek, no pun intended. But I do believe in truth and humor. So laugh with me, people. Laugh a little and leave me a little comment below if you can relate. And if you can relate this, and oh my gosh, if you've got a friend or a loved one involved with a Scorpio or a Scorpio in Mars or a Scorpio rising, share this video. They deserve to know all of the secrets. Share this video, like this video if you do in fact like it, and please comment and let me know all about your Scorpio secrets, because we're going to build a community here, and it's inside that community that we can all truly learn. And I do really truthfully want you to learn from this video. So you got to listen all the way through, because you don't want to miss my last seduction technique for Scorpio, because without this technique, you don't even have a chance with Scorpio. Just throw in the white towel right now. First, Scorpio's aphrodisiac. Are you ready? It is mysteriousness, power, and torture. Just a little torture. It's the blend of these three things that will make them become obsessed with you. And what do I mean by torture? Do I literally mean it? No, I'm tongue in cheek right now, but they have to have a wound. If they don't have a wound, they cannot write their song. They have a dance and a relationship with the wound more than any other sign. It's like the country music writer. He's got to have a wound so he has a song. It's where they find the sweet, succulent, juicy fruit. So if you're not capable of wounding them, and I'm not saying you should, but if you're not capable of it, you're not going to be their person. Sexy seduction tip number 1. Be deep, be profound, be powerfully deep. You can also be deep about the world today, but you would serve yourself better if you were deep in the problems of the world, in the psychological problems of the world. Be very profound, be very, very deep. Talk about things profoundly. Don't do small talk. Small talk kills off a Scorpio. It's like salt to a slug. They will die in 30 seconds of your stupid chit chat. I'm sure your chit chat is not stupid. Forgive me for that. But just don't be boring, for God's sake. You need to have profundity. 2, be powerful. And certainly, whatever you do, recognize their power. Make sure they see you as demonstrating the fact that you do, in fact, exercise power over others. Maybe just not them. You need to show that you are a powerful, powerful person. Let me give you an example. If they ask you, what do you do for a living? Don't answer, oh, I'm a kindergarten teacher. No. Instead, you're going to say, oh, I cultivate the youth by shaping young minds to become great, greater than they ever expected. Oh, really? Well, what is it that you do? If you're an accountant, don't say, I'm a tax accountant. I want you to say, I manage huge amounts of money for others. I organize it and I explain it. It's okay if they think that you embezzle for a living. They'll just be more curious and like you all the more. If you don't want to tell them what you do for a living, just say something seductive like, everything. I do a little bit of everything. What do you do? Before I tell you seduction tip number 3, please like this video if you do in fact like it, and share this video with anybody that you know is involved with a Scorpio, because they surely deserve to know the secrets. And I'd love it if you'd become a subscriber, because I am going to post on Sundays. I want you to remember Sundays with Soul Navigation at 9 a.m. And every Sunday at 9 a.m. I will post my next video. So you want to stay tuned. 3, hang out with influential and dangerous people, or at least talk about them. If you don't know any, just at least talk about them. Find out what subject they're in love with and name drop subtly and casually. And don't be obvious. Oh my God, they are so aware of that. They hate superficial. So this can backfire on you if you can't be authentic. Like if you don't really know somebody in the industry, at least just talk about them, talk about what you know about them, reveal that you have an awareness. And if they're a dangerous person, they'll like it even more. And I'm not saying a serial killer, although that would be fascinating. But let's say you were friends with Evel Knievel's son. You know, that's pretty cool. You have to master the art of subtlety with a Scorpio. If they love famous authors, talk about how you want to meet so-and-so famous author, or how your friends are friends with so-and-so famous author. And hopefully it's true, because they don't like liars. So if they love famous actors, who do you know? You need to align yourself with the powerful and the dangerous, if it's possible. If they love politics, talk politics with these people. The point here is you need to kind of be somebody serious in some facet of the world that they love. You need to have some sort of serious power around the things they admire. And if you don't have any power, talk as if you're cultivating it, excavating it, know about it, talk about it as if you know about the power inside the people and the things that your Scorpio loves. You can't look like you're bragging though. You have to do this under a mysterious veil. 4, make very serious eye contact and hold that eye contact for a very long time. How long? To the point that it's uncomfortable. They'll be doing this to you anyways. So try to beat them down with the stare. Just do it. Break them with your eye contact. You can do it. It's actually quite painful if you're not a Scorpio. If you do it, they will admire you. Don't let their penetrating eye contact scare you. Pierce them with yours. Go deep into their soul. When you look at them, you're not looking them in the eyes. You're looking through the eyes into the soul. Do not close your eyes with a Scorpio in bed. No, you give them fierce eye contact to the point where you make them hyperventilate with fear because your eye contact is so devouring. Number 5, your conversation must include 3 things: psychology, sex, and power. This is the recipe to throw your Scorpio into ecstasy. Talk about the psychology of sex or love or men and women or relationships. Talk about power. Who has it? Who doesn't? Who wants it? Who could never get it? Who you think is powerful? What your power is? What power you see in them? How you see them as a powerful person? If you want, because they like a wound, you could also tell them where you think they're a little weak. They will hate that. The Scorpios on here are going to hate that. Just tell them where you think they're a little weak. Like, I wonder if you really bring the power in such and such arena. That will torment them. That'll be their next country music song that they will be writing. Talk also a little bit about taboo sex, who you admire sexually and who you don't admire, who you would never do, and who you kind of fantasize about. They want to know. They want to know what your sexual fantasy is. And they will be, this person is going to be dying by the end of the night after this conversation. This number 5 is pretty juicy. Number 6, power dress. Power dress. Men should dress like, to the nines, whatever your style is. But I would say Pitbull. He brings a lot of power. Yeah, Pitbull. Own the room with your power outfit because they're hypnotized by power. And not overt power, but covert power. You can't look like you're trying too hard. Just, you have to dress with sexual power, but it should be kind of covert. In a way, covert in the sense where it has to look effortless. It can be shocking or brazen, but it has to look like it really belongs on you and it's effortless and you're not trying too hard. But damn, make it sexy or stay home. You know how Sagittarius is like, go big or go home? Scorpio, be sexy or go home. Serious. For women or men, you want leather pants, a form-fitting top. You've got to have a risk in your outfit. Risk it or just stay home and eat potato chips on the couch. I'm serious. They don't like weak people, nor do they want to stand next to a weak person. So if your outfit doesn't bring it, and if it's weak, they're not going to like it. So you are capable of this. You bring your sexy power outfit to the table, and they will want to stand next to you. They'll put their arm around you. They will claim you. They will own you in that outfit. Oh my God, they will be in love with you. Make sure your outfit takes a risk. Has to have a risk in it, but not trying too hard. They love black. They love red too. They like deep, deep purple too. They like colors with power. So pastels, it doesn't do it too much unless you put something a little bit black or risky with it. Mix it up a little bit. 7, create a power play. It works mostly if it's mental, but it can also be physical and emotional and sexual. But create a power play. Just whatever you do, don't let them win yet. They can win later, but not quite yet. These people are patient, and they will pursue you for an entire year. They will pursue you for a lifetime and not get tired if you keep them interested. Unlike an Aries, you're not going to lose their interest if you are sluggishly slow. You can dole out the prizes on the winning power play in very tiny increments. You can feed these people squirrel food for a year if they're into you, and they will still hang in the game and salivate. Aries, gone. They're already on their next conquest long ago. They like immediate gratification. Gemini, it's like, come on, now, tonight. Scorpio, they're in it for the long game. The long game. This is a marathon, and this marathon could last a year, 5 years, or 10 years. Anybody involved in a scorpionic affair that's taking forever to unfold the plot, right? Like, oh my God, slow. You have to go slow and stealth with these people. Oftentimes Scorpios will retreat from you just to get a more powerful upper hand. Master the art of withdrawal and be better at it than they are. And I promise you, if you're with a Scorpio, they will own you by being reluctant, by withdrawing, and by being passive, by not going there, not including you. You need to do that more than they do that to you. Because if you can't make them crazy in this way, they won't pick you. Shock them and impress them by imposing some rules on them. They hate that. See, they love and need the things they hate. So with Scorpio, what's really twisted is there's needs and wants, right? What do I need and what do I want? And if you can understand this piece of Scorpio, and it's really exclusively to Scorpio, you'll get them. Don't give them what they want. Give them what they need. So if you impose some little rules on them, trust me, they will be so mesmerized by your domineering power of establishing a set of rules that they'll actually follow them. Can you believe that? If they like you, if you're powerful enough, and you're not going to say a rule on them like you can't date anybody. You're going to say a rule on me. Don't call me after 9. I can't even do it with a straight face. Hey, it's illegal to call me after 9. Don't call me after 9. They will be so twisted about that, but they will follow that rule if they respect you, if they like you, if they want you. They won't call you after 9. They get it. They like power. They like somebody bossing. Not bossing their agenda, but saying what your value is. Hey, I don't do such and such. Okay. Trust me, they're going to try to get you to do such and such, but not right away. They might slowly seduce you into that through psychological warfare over a year. 8, number 8, titillate them. Take them to the brink and almost make them drown in their desire. Make them confess their sexual fantasy and suggest and imply and threaten that you want to live that fantasy out with them. But don't do it. Just talk about it. Verbally titillate them, excite them, let them know that one day, when they make you feel safe enough, you want to go there with just them because you've never done anything like that before. But with them, you could imagine what it would be like. Make them flesh out the whole fantasy. Make them live, outside of reality. Make them go straight to the sexual fantasy and live it with you. But don't do it. Nope, they have to earn it. And you're going to make them earn that sexual fantasy that you just may never do for that entire time. I know. Do I sound cruel? Do I sound absolutely cruel? Do you hate me? Oh my gosh, if you hate me, leave me a note in the comments below. Please go see my other videos. They're not all like this, okay? This is just Scorpio. This is just for my sweet, sweet Scorpios because I love you so much. Okay, number 9, be sexually perverse and, most importantly, memorable. Be perverse, be crazy, be wild. There are so many things you can do. I will let your imaginations run wild. The simple idea is, after a great night in bed, leave them. And also leave some money on the table. And leave a little note that says, you were so good. I want you to buy yourself something lovely. They will be so offended and so shocked and so, I think that is so rude, and actually love it. It's so twisted. It's so, be so taboo that you baffle them and hurt them and flatter them, like, she left money on the table for me to buy something, and she left, but the night was so intense and sensual and intimate and warm, and I don't get this. I wonder if she wants to see me again. That's right where you want them. Even if you're a woman. This works better if you're a woman leaving the money for the man. It doesn't work as good for the man leaving the woman money. But you could do some other version of that. It just doesn't work quite as well because it could be derogatory, but a man would be more baffled. So if that does happen to you and you are a man, ask them if they saw Soul Navigation's video. Because I didn't read this anywhere. I just know Scorpio. But it is the puzzle in that wound where you wound them and you flatter them and you show like irresistible, like brazen power that they become addicted to you. With that little bit of rejection where they woke up in the morning and you were gone. What? But if you're married, you could really play around with this. This could be super fun. Okay, number 10. My 10th and last sexy seduction technique. You ready? Torture them. I know it sounds cruel, but just do it. Just trust me. They love suffering. They have this love affair with pain, loss, death, and despair. And if you don't hurt them a little bit, or if you are not capable of hurting them a little bit, or if you suffer from being the nice guy or the nice girl, then you will never fully have your Scorpio. Find out what tortures them and give them just a tiny little dose. I'm just talking a shot glass, okay, people? I'm not saying go kill people and murder people and all that. I'm just saying find out what they're afraid of. If it's abandonment, if it's a sexual tease, is it thinking that you're with another lover? And just give them a fraction, okay? We're talking 2%. 2%. I mean, we still love these people. They will never leave you. Why? Because there's power in that. And they get their identity from the power that comes out of the cracking open the soul, the heart, being vulnerable. So when you force a Scorpio to feel their vulnerability, which by the way is so hard to do, but when they love you that deeply and you force them into feeling the fragility of your love, oh my God, there's nothing they wouldn't do for you. Now I know this is like games and manipulation, right? But some people do this just authentically. And that's when it's actually the best. I promise you, look at the people who are in your life that have a lot of Scorpio in their chart and look at their partner. And does their partner kind of torture them a little bit? Just a little bit? For example, it could be something even innocent that the person is not even intentionally doing, which is the best kind of torture, by the way. So it could be something like, I'm a famous singer and I have a huge fan club, and my Scorpio partner doesn't. My Scorpio partner is a banker, let's say, and he struggles with the fact that I have all that fame. But I come home and I reassure him, but I guarantee you, he is tortured by it at least by 10%, right? That's not my situation, it's just pretend. But it could be something innocent like that. So it doesn't have to be sadistic. It doesn't have to be cruel and criminal. Okay, I hope you got something wonderful from this video. And while it was kind of funny, it's actually quite true. So I'm Meredith with Soul Navigation, and I want you to stay tuned for my next video in my Sexy Seduction series. I'm going to load a new video on Sundays with Soul Navigation at 9 a.m. Also, if you're interested in learning more about where your Mars is, you can order a natal chart. Just look in the notes below for my online scheduler. You can order a natal chart. It's very inexpensive. And if you want to know more about your love, you can order the very best love and relationships report on the market. I sell it here. It's affordable. It costs the fraction of a price of a reading. My calendar is really full, so I'm doing these videos hoping to reach more of you. And I think you will absolutely love this incredible love and relationships report. It is amazing, 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 especially if you have both birth times. Make sure you include that. Anyways, I'll see you back again on next Sunday, and I hope you'll get through my entire Sexy Seduction series. Leave me a comment and share this video. Bye for now.